Hey out there in YouTube land, this is Mantis99s, and I'm happy to be back here with another toy review for you. Trying to stay off the beaten path, we're looking at the Select Convertors Rex. Select Converters were a similar, Select is the company, Converters is the line. They were very similar to GoBots or Transformers. They came around at the same time, 84, 85. The idea was to take a bunch of disparate Japanese transforming robots from all kinds of continuities, put them together in one universe, made up a little backstory, and there you go. So Rex here is the leader of the Avarions, or Avrions, or however you want to pronounce it. Basically the bird people, the flying people. And they were the friends and allies of the Defenders, who were the good guys. And there were all kinds of recognizable people in that line, like Skids from Transformers. Let's see, you had, well, in the bad guys, you had the Maladroids, who were a bunch of Valkyries from Macross and the SDF-1, and the Insectors, who were not the Insecticons, they were different, but as far as I can tell, they were original molds. But, yeah, so anyway, these have a bad rap as knockoffs. They're not any more knockoffs than Transformers are of Diaclone or Microman or GoBots were of Machine Robo. But the company did go under pretty quickly, so it was just knockoffville from that point on. A bunch of cheap, versions of this because the company wasn't really around. So anyway, that's your history lesson in a nutshell. If you didn't know what Select Converters were. Anyway, so looking at this guy, first of all, he is the actual, original release of this. There's a trademark under his tail. It doesn't show up well on camera, so I won't show it to you, but that's how you know you're not dealing with a knockoff and you got the real thing. So he's got beautiful stickers that have held up fantastically after all these years. You can see how nice and shiny, and just overall, I think it's a pretty figure. He's a chunky little weird robot eagle, but he's got a certain retro charm to him, I think. Very Laserbeak looking. If he was a different color, I think he'd pass for Laserbeak. Okay, so let's transform him. It's super easy, as you'd expect. We're going to just flip up these wing pieces, fold them over, rotate down the legs. Now the legs are the weakness in this mold design. From a physical standpoint, they have not held up well over the years, so they tend to break down, and if you've got one that can stand, you're pretty lucky. Also, these pieces where the die cast in the arm, it's so tight on this plastic, and it always feels like it's going to snap, so just got to be careful. Okay, let me flip his head around. And there's Rex. So, stand him up here. Okay. He's an old school figure, but we'll show articulation anyway. He does rotate 360 at the shoulder. He's got sort of an elbow, a little bit. And his thigh swivels due to transformation. He's got hip, goes forward, and he's got his knee. Little foot. But what you see is what you get. He does have a gun. I don't have the gun, so, but it's a gun-shaped thing. It's not hard to imagine. Face sculpt, he is a good guy, but if it'll focus, which it doesn't want to focus, but now you get the idea. Still, he's kind of a wicked-looking, sort of evil-looking dude. Head doesn't turn, it's just one die-cast piece with a little red painted on it. But yeah, and you can fold these out like this if you want to have that bird bot kind of thing going on. I always feel like just in general it's a waste to, I like to change as many things as possible between the alt and the robot mode, so I feel like it's a shame to waste a joint. So I think it's best like this, because then he just looks like a robot rather than a bird bot, but it's up to you. You can also show off the chrome that way too. But that's Rex. He's a about the same size as like a G1 Insecticon, same kind of feel, die cast in the legs and in the arms here. Yeah. Anyway, so just breaking the ice on the select converters. Hope you enjoyed. I've got a few more coming, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it.